with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy Yanni at Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it. That's how you know we're lit.
Well, if you're going to play football in Arizona, a dome and air conditioning, those are two good things to have, and we've got both here at State Farm Stadium, just west of downtown Phoenix. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Arizona Cardinals. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jackson looking to throw right away. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Barney, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed, his elusiveness, and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That's complete to McBride. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. The Cardinals had 7 and 4 on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching them try to take away that area of the field.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Got a man. It's McBride complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 17-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. Touchdown, Cardinals! Tony Pollard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. First carry now for Isaiah Spiller. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's got some space here. That one 28 yards on the ground. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. It's complete to Williams. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. On 2nd down, Eckler. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Well, this is caught by Williams. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Flush to his right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Herbert. This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen from 8 yards out. And the Chargers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Folk. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Pollard again. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Forced out to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 33. 7-7, our score after 1.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Jackson. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. Touchdown! Marquise Brown. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Cardinals have moved out in front. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Prater on to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But he's got a man complete. The 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jackson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That's good for a Cardinals. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now
this is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, LA. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it,
they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage? Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, throwing back across his body. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Folk connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now, into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr., and the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And, you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Once more, here's Eckler. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. A 3-yard
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for it with Spiller. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead now up to 14.
Chargers 35, Cardinals 21.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Your catch, made at the 21-yard line. The Cardinals take over first and 10. Their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Back to throw here, Herbert, eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Again, Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now it's Herbert. Caught on a slant.
Oh, and he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football, has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. Herbert throwing again. Going back to Allen. He's got him again.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Here's Herbert. Allen's got it complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
George Pickens
with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year.
And the Chargers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Full connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Fair catch. Gain of 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a 1st down. Throwing is Jackson. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson towards the end zone for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The scoreboard tells the story for him a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
It's complete to Brown, right side.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
A gain of 19 yards.
They go play action with Jackson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Buying time to his left. Hopkins making the catch. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now it's Jackson. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. From the 15 now after the sack. It's 3rd and goal. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Adrian Phillips.
And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. Eckler. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
This was boxing. You think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered, but this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room and smile about, but hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
This drive started way back inside their own 5. Now they're looking for the capper. 3rd and goal. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator,
You never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. The offense on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 33. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there? Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals are able to cut into that deficit. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Here's Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock. Really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Play action. It's Jackson. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. They'll try and run it here. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And we'll get this up just shy of the 30. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got it. It's Spiller. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Up the middle with Eckler. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 60. And the Chargers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. The Charger drive about to get going. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being...
He's got a man, complete. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They're going to pass here with Herbert. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Chargers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for...
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball. Now the Card's going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Jackson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. A.J. Boye with a pick.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going